I speak German too.
The billionaire's laughter cut through the cafe like a blade. "You think she even understands us?" he said in German, his tone dripping with contempt. But then, she looked up, calm, steady, and in flawless German replied, "I understand every single word, and so will they." The cafe had been warm with the scent of fresh bread and roasted coffee, a small refuge from the gray drizzle outside. At table 7, a billionaire in a tailored navy suit leaned back, flanked by 2 business partners. His watch gleamed under the soft light, each gesture slow and deliberate, every movement meant to remind the world of his importance. A young waitress approached, her hands steady though her apron showed signs of a long shift. Her name was Maya. She had the quiet grace of someone who had seen storms and learned not to flinch. The billionaire's eyes barely met hers. Switching to German, he muttered to his companions, "Watch this. She'll probably get the order wrong. People like her always do." His words slid sharp into the air, low enough to seem private, yet loud enough to sting. No one at the table beside them spoke. No one stopped him, and Maya said nothing, her expression unreadable as she took their order, her notepad precise. She walked away with the same calm she had walked in with, though her chest burned. Years before, Maya had worn a very different uniform. She had served in a humanitarian mission overseas, stationed in a small German-speaking community. She had learned the language not from books, but from the mouths of the people she helped. Refugees, elderly farmers, children who shared their bread with strangers. Those years had given her more than fluency. They had given her an unshakable patience, a stillness that came from knowing storms always pass. She had lost friends on that mission. One night, a flood swept through the valley, taking with it the home of a family she had grown close to. She remembered the silence after the waters receded, the smell of mud and loss in the air, the way her hands shook as she pulled survivors to safety. And she remembered the promise she made then, to always carry herself with dignity, no matter who tried to strip it from her. Now, back in the cafe, the laughter at table 7 grew louder. The billionaire's voice cut across the room again in German. "She's probably never even left this town." His companions smirked. A couple at the next table looked down at their cups. No one defended her. Maya returned with their drinks. She set each cup down gently, the porcelain clinking against the saucers. Then she straightened. Her voice was soft but carried like a clear bell. "Ich have Jed's einzeln Wort verstanden. Und jetzt werden es auch alle anderen verstehen." I understood every single word. And now everyone else will too. The room went still. A man near the window choked slightly on his coffee. The billionaire froze mid-sip, his smirk faltering as her German washed over him. Perfect, precise, without the hint of an accent. Maya continued, still in German. "When I was working overseas, helping families who had lost everything, I learned more than your language. I learned that real worth isn't worn on a wrist or stitched into a suit. It's in how you treat people who can't give you anything in return." Her words weren't loud, but they carried weight. A quiet strength settled over the cafe. One of the business partners shifted uncomfortably in his seat. The billionaire's lips parted, as if searching for a retort, but none came. Maya's stillness was heavier than any argument. She turned and walked away, her back straight, her pace unhurried. Behind her, a few customers began to clap. Not the raucous applause of a show, but the slow, deliberate rhythm of respect. The couple who had stayed silent before joined in. Even the man at the window nodded once, solemnly. The billionaire sat there, his untouched coffee cooling in front of him, the shine of his watch suddenly meaningless. As Maya moved to the counter, she heard one of the older regulars murmur, "Dignity is speaking when it matters, and knowing when silence is louder. Some stories don't end with shouted victories. Some end with the quiet triumph of truth revealed, and the knowledge that the world saw it happen. In a world that measures worth by wealth, it is moments like these that remind us. Respect is priceless, and silent strength is louder than any insult. Wherever you are watching from, share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever witnessed a moment when dignity silenced arrogance? And if this story moved you, subscribe for more stories that honor the quiet heroes among us.